Alright, guys,
Okay,
the
there we go.
music. Have it a little loud.
Alrighty, so we're back.
There we go.
Welcome back, everyone. Alright, so let's do a quick recap of the last session. Admittedly, it has been a couple weeks. Dan, your memory is better than mine. Would you like to do the recap today?
Sure, if I remember correctly. Last time was when we went to when we actually went to the birthplace of the Predacons and discovered all the stuff there.
Right. You all went to the birthplace of the Predacons in search of whatever was at the end of the map that you had found in Sentinel's head. Upon getting there, you discovered the cave of Energon that Hades remembered being where a lot of the Predacons would feast and stuff, like a watering hole sort of thing, except there was strange tech inside one of the pillars that was powered by the Energon pools. You ventured deeper into the cave after unlocking the secrets of that strange tech pillar. Only to find yourselves in a booby-trapped hallway that, unfortunately, not all of you were able to escape, causing the entire hallway to collapse in on you all, causing you all to fall to the depths of the cave to a place that no Predacon had ever been, where you discovered Terracon Predacons, zombie Predacons for those who don't know what a Terracon is. And you had to deal with those fuckers, and you did deal with those fuckers quite easily. Once you made it past them and across the bridge that was seemingly built by Quintessons, given the Quintessonian languages and scripture and such, before arriving to an underground temple where, along with more scriptures written by not a Quintesson, it seemed, you found another map, but this time not just any map, a map written on some sort of organic material that was a map to the stars.
And I was able to identify that organic material as paper or parchment, technically.
Yeah, it was parchment.
I think technically I forget if I was aware of what it was or not.
You were not.
I knew
you weren't.
No,
you weren't.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Only
I knew,
Hades was the one
Yeah,
to identify as actual paper or parchment. Sorry.
Yeah, I knew I recognized it as organic material.
Yes.
I just didn't remember if I was one of the ones who was like, oh yeah, I've heard of parchment or whatnot. But yeah.
Yeah. So now you guys are on your way back to Iacon to tell the leaders, or at least Alpha Trion, of your findings.
Yep.
I mean,
we sent we sent a bunch of copies off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I sent Prime the
we
pictures
sent them to all of them.
the cave.
Yeah, to all the leaders. That's right.
Me.
You did do that. That's the part I forgot.
Yep, we kind of were just like, here, boss. Like, I mainly said Alpha Trion just because he's the one who'd be able, like, if anyone could give more context to what we found, it would be him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah. It's always good to have copies, just in case, though.
Yeah, but I made a copy of a digital copy scan.
Oh yeah, you did.
Format.
Yeah.
That's on my personal that I sent over.
And on the back of the map, we were able to work out a message that we've worked out was from.
Don't look for me.
Yeah.
We don't know who it was from. We weren't able to figure it out.
But we speculated it was related to.
We assumed
Proudstar.
Yeah, we assumed so, but Nexus didn't recognize the writing as like the handwriting.
Yeah.
Also, sis, letting you know, the game is still paused.
I am aware.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I'm paying attention this time. Don't worry. Alrighty, so...
It's hard to know when you are.
Yeah, okay, enough.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, you don't need to do this. Every time. I've gotten the hang of it now. So, where would you guys like to head to first? Iacon, the Hall of Records, or the Knight's Temple? Or who's going where, I should say?
I'm going to report this bullshit. I'm going to Iacon.
All
I
right.
imagine Iacon.
Fair enough.
Though I guess technically we probably would have stopped at the temple first, just
At
because
the, yeah,
we
at the
were
temple.
All right.
just because we were transported by
Oh, yeah, by the
shuttle.
knights.
Cerebros.
Cerebros was
Yeah.
All right. So you all return to the Temple of the Knights, where Cerebros kind of gets out, greets the others, and then walks off to her labs. Ah,
So I don't know.
were you successful?
Yeah.
We were.
Yep.
Found a
Excellent.
lot, actually.
Excellent. I'm sure we will debrief you in time, but I imagine you have more important things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go report to the Alpha Trion and the others.
I agree.
Yeah. They definitely want to know what we found, especially the loads of energy on there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. I do have to pay a visit to someone and upgrade something.
Side eye.
Yeah, same.
Side eye.
He
damn.
looks at the
Who's
book. What? What? I never
You know,
said it
you
would
could-
be an upgrade to someone, just something, you know? Totally bullshit.
You know, at this
Yeah.
you already know what you did. You could
Yeah,
just
I know.
be
I'm not
honest
gonna hide it. I'm
about
gonna
it.
go upgrade Steve. I make him more powerful.
Of course. Alrighty.
I did make the armor schematic while we were
This
in
is true.
Derisive sniff and then.
Hey, look. My business is my
Well,
business.
first, let's go.
Yeah.
get
First,
the
the
leaders.
important stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cloud9, what do you want to do?
We're currently in the Knights Temple, correct?
Correct.
You know what? I'm gonna work on my my drug more.
Alrighty.
I am going to add Nucleon to an existing. Actually, are there any cadavers?
Yes, there are in the labs.
All right. I would like to request access, and I'm gonna give them all the notes that I've been doing on the substance, and request to do this in a controlled environment, just so you know. Well, first off, that I'm not doing this without like excess permission, because you know it's kind of what you need to do stuff like this. But also so that in case the worst happens, it doesn't happen,
Right.
or at least it doesn't get worse.
Right. Cerebros takes a look at all your notes and looks to you and is like, "Wow, this is very impressive, young one. Sure, you can have access to the labs and the cadavers."
Oh, here we go. I found the. This was me in the Nexus to. That's gonna lose my.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna go and should I roll science for mixing these two properly?
Yep.
All right.
Would he gain an edge due to the knight's tech, or you know?
Yes,
laboratory
actually, you
equipment?
would be gaining an edge because you have access to the night tech.
All right. I'm just gonna make that an
Cerebros' shit.
upshift.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
That's over a 30.
Yeah, yeah, that succeeds.
All right. So, I'm gonna take the current strain of performance enhancer, and I'm going
Yeah.
to make the control. Then I will make a mixed batch with the nucleon, and I am going to test this new bunch on the cadavers.
Alrighty. Go ahead and describe how it works, because that over 30 definitely allows you to just successfully make it work.
So, essentially, as Cloud9's theory had struck before, Nucleon is a heavily resistant gel, but it also enhances the body, typically in smaller doses. But with the spreading effects of Cloud9's particular brand of venom and how it rushes through the entirety of Cybertronian circuitry and just mechanical circuitry, or just biological bloodstreams, not only will this be able to run all the way through the body, maximizing its potential, but it will also maximize its lifespan within the body. As the Nucleon not only works as a supplement to the existing quote-unquote protein of toxins, but it is also, well, like I said, it's something to make sure that you don't melt alive because of it.
Right.
So he is going to put it into the cadaver, and he's going to put a machine right next to it just to monitor how fast the arm begins to move. He's just putting it in through like a. Basically, he's making the dead arm operate on a crank.
Ah. Yeah, that's successful.
So, any particularly like effects that might be a red flag, or?
The arm that's working like a crank is speeding up a little faster than you liked, but nothing that can't be easily adjusted by just adjusting, that you assume by just adjusting some of the, like, amounts of what you put into the mixture.
Well, I think I've got something pretty good over here, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, man, that's some good stuff. It hasn't destroyed the body, so that's a good thing. It also seems to be performing really well. I'm gonna leave this here, and I'm gonna ask someone to watch over it, and see how long it actually lasts.
Cerebros had been kind of watching at a distance from the observing room for the labs to see what's going on. She walks in and she's like, I wouldn't mind watching over it. What you have going on here is quite the interesting creation. I think it could be quite useful in the future, once it's properly perfected all the way.
Basically, it's just the mother of all performance enhancers. Way better than Nucleon will ever be.
Indeed, I can see that.
Let's see here.
You are a curious one.
How do you mean? Is it because I'm fluffy?
Well, that's part of it for sure, but for someone who's only been online for, well, so many cycles, you're quite the intelligent little bot. Well, large bot, I guess I should say.
Yeah, we're technically about the same size.
Yes.
But, I don't really have an explanation for why I have intelligence, I just do. But maybe that's just how Shockwave made me.
Perhaps. It would make sense. I wouldn't put it past the old bot.
But, yeah, anywho, I have a timer on this, and when it goes out, could you please report back to me about it?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you very much, Cerebros, right?
Correct. And you're Cloud9, correct?
That's me.
I'll absolutely watch over this and report to you as soon as the timer goes off.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
And, he's gonna transform and fuck off.
Right on. Alrighty.
I'll roll a dice and see who I stalk right now.
What?
1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll just roll it. And let's see here. Oh, I guess we're stalking Nexus first.
To be fair, I think technically we're all going to the same place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well,
I guess
Loose
I'm
Large
stalking
is
all
making
of
a
you.
stop.
Yeah.
But he's afterwards. We're
Yeah,
all
fair
going
enough.
to report first.
Fair enough. All right, so you are all going to where was it again, Dan?
To
The
Icon?
Hall of
It-
Records
to-
icon.
I imagine, yeah. We're effectively
just where the leaders
reporting.
are.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, Hall of Records. Let me go ahead and pull out the leader tokens because I don't have them on this map yet. So, let me go ahead and grab. You all are able to walk in easily and find the leaders kind of just chatting in the in Alpha Trion's office. Or at least some of the leaders. Not all of them, but some of them. Mainly Alita, Optimus, and Megatronus, along with those Alpha
I guess-
Trions.
Ghostwires will politely
So the
knock.
important ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say. Politely, damn it! I was gonna say before that we alert them to our presence. Can I do an alertness to see if we hear them at all?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Alertness.
May I also?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do not wish to roll.
Fair enough.
You don't have to.
God damn, that's a 20, Dan.
Yeah, for only having a D2 in it, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll let you two of you. Oh, both of
Oh,
you
we
got
both
20.
got 20s.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so with your rolls, you're able to hear the conversation that's happening, which is mostly Optimus speaking to Megatronus. Megatronus, I understand your concern about Tarn, but we have things under control at the moment. His territories are slowly falling to us. What has you so worried? Simple, Optimus. Tarn was known for working with shady, even for the Decepticons, shady allies. He had at one point hired a known assassin that I was not entirely agreed upon when he hired them. And Alpha Trion kind of pipes in and is like, "Ah, yes, I believe you mean Honeybee, correct? The Starseeker?" A Starseeker. Now that I was unaware of for her repertoire. But yes, Honeybee. Yes, she has since left that line of work and has joined one of our esteemed war heroes. They've actually been helping our little specialized team with information gathering over the course of the end of the war and since. I see. I was not expecting that, Alpha Trion. Especially given what she has done in the past. Yes, her crimes do make quite the list, but her help was valuable and unreplaceable. Irreplaceable, my bad. Things could not have turned out the way they did without her aid. We have Magnetar to thank for that. I see. Well, if the Starseekers still are working with Tarn, it is something we need to look out for.
I'd agree there. Also, Tarn
There's a
is
knock on
just
the
an
door.
issue. Yeah, I start talking before he knocks.
Yeah. Knock, knock, knock.
I'm trying to be polite, you ass.
I agree there, and then he's like, knock, knock.
Yeah, knock, knock.
Yep. Yeah. Nexus is not one for tact.
Nope.
Not at all.
Ah, Nexus, you've returned. And where
Yep.
have you been, all of you?
Birthplace of the Predacons. We've got a lot of
What?
information.
Both good and bad, actually.
And what
Yeah,
information
real
might
quick.
that be?
First off, Alpha Trion. Do you know why there'd be Quintesson technology and writing at the birthplace of the Predacons? Because we found that stuff there.
Unfortunately, I think the ones who would have best information on that would be the Knights.
Oh, Hades
Specifically.
didn't know.
Yes. Then that
and
then that means
there
that
was-
there's a chance not anyone knows.
fair enough. Another thing we found there was a cave beneath. There was a section beneath the cavern area. It had crystals of energon, but also dark energon. There were Terracon Predacons down there.
Well, you don't know what a Terracon is, remember?
Okay.
Yeah,
but
we don't know.
I wasn't sure if we had figured
Yeah,
They were
'cause-
reanimated?
yeah, you know they were
Yeah,
reanimated
there were.
by the Dark Energon. Terracon
Okay.
hasn't
No
technically
name,
been
we don't
coined
know
yet.
the name.
Yeah, the
Okay,
name
yeah.
Terracon
Okay, I-
hasn't been coined yet.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
That's fair. I forgot to go over that with you guys.
Yeah,
That's my
but
bad.
we found what appeared to be Predacon cadavers that had been reanimated by the Dark Energon.
I see.
We were able to destroy them, but I don't understand how any of that would have gotten down there.
An ancient war is all I will say. One I do not like to mention much.
Ah, so it's that
Cryptic
one
as
then.
ever.
Yes.
Ah,
Well, furthermore, we found a map down there.
yeah,
A map
star
that-
map.
A map that leads to a star map. Now that I did not see coming.
I kind of
There's also
expected
writing
it.
on the map.
Yeah, sort of, was sort of a chest of, or crypt of sorts that we found it in. It had writing that, while it was written in Quintessonian, it didn't seem like it was written by a Quintesson. It seemed like it was Cybertronian handwriting, but Quintesson in the actual language it was written in. That said that the map would lead to all the answers or something like that. But on the map itself, written in Cybertronian, it said to not look for me. I don't recognize the handwriting though. But there are certain cross points between the map we already got from Sentinel's office and this star map. It seems like they might be related in some way.
But we got better news. Peep this thing, and Loosewire will slide a little device that will holo project the pictures he took of the reservoir of energon that was in the caves. Pure energon, and a lot of it.
Yeah. Didn't realize there was still natural reserves of energon this vast and flowing.
Yep, the Loosewire will slide the
Cybertron.
pictures, and there's more of that energon.
Well, it would make sense. The war had barely touched the overarching surface of Cybertron. We have drained this region of its resources, but many others still have theirs, including the birthplace of the Predacons, as I'm sure given your trip out there, you noticed how far away it was.
Yeah.
It was very far, yeah.
Farther than you ever let us go.
There are reasons for it. Dangerous things exist beyond the Badlands.
Well, considering what we ran into down there, yeah.
There is.
I'm not
No, no,
making
he
any sort of judgments, I was simply making a statement of fact.
Yes.
I understand you have your reasons for most of what you do. But it seems like, at least for us, the obvious course of action is all of these star maps we have.
Do you believe
We
it
have to
leads
find
to
the
him?
Proudstar.
Do we really have to? I mean, there was a message, don't come looking for me. It was kind of ominous as shit. Just saying.
If that message was left by Nova Prime, then he either didn't mean it, or had a very crucial lapse in judgment thinking I won it.
Why do you care about him so
Ignore it.
much, though?
He was
He's
my
just a
oldest.
prime.
He's not just
No.
any prime, loose wires, and you would know that.
My memory is foggy. I don't remember not important primes.
He's the most
He was
important.
the
Optimus would pipe in. He was the most important prime of all of the lineage. He changed the fate of Cybertron and is the very reason you and the rest of the Golden Age bots are alive.
fact. He was the first Cybertronian. Before he
Indeed.
bore the Matrix, he was Seraphicus Promenon, the first of the 13 first forged Cybertronians. My oldest friend and my brother, both
You have a
sworn.
friend?
Enough loose wires.
Sorry. So he's important,
had-
right?
Yeah, and it's not just because he's important to Cybertron. He was my brother in many in many ways, and one of my closest friends.
If he is
He's
still
He's
out there. If he is
he's
still,
still
out
out
there.
there, I have to find him.
Right, but
And no cryptic message has stopped me before. It's not gonna stop me this time. Even
look,
if I have to fly straight through a black hole, I'll find a way.
look, I get it. Brothership is important, but what if Nova didn't have a lapse in judgment when he wrote the message and actually wanted everyone, including you, to stay as far away as he wanted? Maybe something happened to him. I don't know,
My
something
point
really,
with that
really
is
bad.
my point in saying that is that he knows me well enough to know that's not how I work.
Optimus will
Ask
pipe
Alpha
in.
Trion.
Optimus will pipe in and be like, besides, Nova Prime's mission was very important to Cybertron. If his ship is still out there, whether he is still with it or not, we must find it before
Yeah, we
our
also-
enemies do.
Yeah, if someone like Glitch gets his hands on the Ferrotaxis, well,
Damage that he could
I
do.
missed. Yeah, the
Well,
whole
fair enough.
universe
That-
would be in danger.
Does Glitch even know about Nova being out there?
He's from the Golden Age, so
Ah,
he'd
fair-
at least
fair
know
enough.
the history. And it seemed like he was still in contact with Sentinel Prime based on the information I extracted from his head, at least to a certain extent.
Yes.
I wouldn't put it past him, is the point.
About that, Nexus.
Yeah?
I did a little more digging on it myself, and while I didn't get much further than you did, I did manage to reveal that Tarn, aka Glitch, and Sentinel Prime have been in contact from the very start. In fact, Sentinel allowed Tarn to live for a reason, though that reason is still unknown to even I.
I had a feeling.
He played
Soon
us
as I can.
all.
I mean, I kind of had a feeling from the start. I knew from my spark told me from the start that Tarn was Glitch. And based on that, I felt pretty safe to assume there was still probably some connection between him and Sentinel. Especially since supposedly Sentinel had killed Glitch. Or, you know,
Right.
it's hard to keep track. Yeah.
You're alright.
Point is, since they had worked together so well in the past, I had reason to suspect they might have still been at least in contact with each other.
Right. So, Nexus, what I'm hearing from you is that you wish to leave Cybertron in search of the Proudstar.
Yep, and you and I both know that I'm not seeking any sort of... I'm not requesting.
I'm aware. However,
Good.
I do wish to ask the rest of your team. Cloud9, Hades, how do you feel about this?
Cloud9 is here? Where is he?
Look up.
Eh. Oh, there he is. Goddamn. I forget he could do that.
We already were meaning to travel. But hey, where were we going again? Was it
Caminus.
we were already meaning to go to Cabinet. Perhaps be a good starting.
Yeah,
Out of
it's on
character.
both maps.
Oh god.
What?
Windblade.
Caminus.
Don't worry, it's not as bad as traditional Caminus.
I mean, fair. As long as we don't meet one person, we cool.
Don't worry.
Look, just because Windblade in the comics may have her ups and downs doesn't mean somebody else can't write her better.
Correct.
This is true.
True. I just don't think she'll survive long enough.
It's fine. Anyways.
I'm just a chill guy.
Uh-huh. If I put a picture of Hot Rod, what would happen to it? Tell me.
Well, he instantly dies every time.
Exactly.
But, Alphatron will then look up to Cloud9. And you, Cloud9, how do you feel about leaving your home? For the stars.
You know, admittedly, a little on the fence about that, but if I get to travel with these guys, they get to make sure a certain someone doesn't cause irreparable damage to our planet.
Oh, you mean me, yeah.
Oh,
then,
don't worry.
sure.
We'll
I'm
keep an
gonna...
eye on him.
I'm gonna slip Alphatron the goodie that I slipped.
You mean
Alphatron takes it.
The scans of the upgrade armor? Goddamn.
Yep.
Thank you. I will be sure to keep an eye
I
on
mean
this.
something. I mean something else that you guys don't know about.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for that,
Worried about what he
Cloud9.
gave him?
Nah, it's fine.
It's probably something only you need to worry about.
Fair.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not something any of you really need to worry about.
Yeah.
But anywho, Cloud9's like, but yeah, no, I'm all for it.
Well done. I suppose that settles it. Right, Loose Wires? You're all going after the Proudstar?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Well, then allow me
Yep.
to join you.
You
Yes.
wanna go with us?
I have my reasons for it, but yes.
Of course you do.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna question it.
I'd say I dislike the idea of having a prime with us.
Don't worry, I'll stay out of your way for the most part. I'll be there for historical information.
I was gonna say I'd be a bit surprised if you didn't take a relative backseat approach to things.
Can you
Be
even
rather out of
fight?
character.
Of
Yes,
course.
he can fight. He's a prime.
I mean, not all primes are combat focused. Some
Oh,
No.
all of us are able to fight, whether we're combat focused or not.
Yeah. They fought a war way before any Cybertronians existed. Don't know what the war was about, but they fought a war.
Yes, you've always been curious about that, and you will never find out.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to.
I mean,
We'll
never
see.
say never, you know.
We're dealing with stuff that seems to be perhaps potentially older than the primes themselves. I feel like sooner or later, the stuff you guys did before any of us were alive is going to come to light in the process of all of this, or adjacent to it all. Ask is coming back to bite all of us in the aft. Sooner
You're
or
not
later,
wrong
it's
there.
Question: how are we getting to space, though?
well.
I-
there's
I've
a few
already-
options. Oh, you
Yes,
Have
I've already seen to that.
Oh, cool. Do I get to
Uh,
bring an extra friend?
Yeah,
No.
actually, we should take that with us.
He has a name.
Yeah.
you Dick.
Fine, we should take him with us.
Thank you.
Oh, lordy.
I assume you already know what that's about, Alpha.
I'm more than aware.
I have no regrets.
Tell it to me straight.
The other
How
three
bad does it end up being?
The other three leaders look to each other in confusion. What do you mean, Nexus? I don't know what you're talking about.
Luswars looks at Alpha Trion, shading the optics. I have no regrets.
I know you don't, Loose Wires. You never do.
Of course not. Nothing in this head is full of regrets. And he cocks his head.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Actually,
And
about
we're
to,
gonna
I
be
forget
traveling.
how did they say they were gonna get a hold of me?
They said they would contact you back.
Okay, yeah. As
it's
to
like a
when they would be
long
arri-
Zoom call, bro. It's
Yeah.
with delays.
Yeah. Like
So,
as for when they'll be arriving, it's hard to say. They said they would get back to me though.
I see.
okay, so I take it the other knights that were off-world that you've mentioned a couple times are coming to pick us up, essentially?
Indeed.
No. Well, then I've got some stuff to work on in preparation for the departure.
Shame.
Me as well. Well, I believe that means our meeting is adjourned, everyone. And Optimus looks to Alpha Trion. So, you're leaving Cybertron, leaving it in the hands of us. I believe in you, Optimus. All of you. You've done excellent work since the peace has been made, since the war has ended. I believe that all of you, with the help of your allies, your close friends and comrades, will be more than enough to deal with the threat that still remains. A threat that is dwindling fast. Even with your worries, Megatronus, of what Tarn is capable of. I feel that you have this handled. Thank you, Alpha Trion. Yes, old friend.
As one could
Thank
say,
you.
you all got the touch. I am ready to be smited, GM.
I'm giving you a story point for that because I was not expecting it. God damn it.
And if worse comes to worse, there's always McAdam.
Duh, 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 duh.
This is true, Nexus.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he has at least a few contingencies.
Oh, so many. Anywho. Well, that's that then. If you all wouldn't mind leaving my office, I have preparations to make for the departure. Of course, Alpha Trion. And the leaders began to leave.
Hey, Hades.
Yes.
The ship the other knights are bringing. Does it have access to all of the information that's in the Knights Temple, or is it, like, separate?
Would I know this, GM?
You would not know this. What information the ship would have.
I've been away for so long. Would not know what information it carries now.
Okay, I wasn't sure how much you guys have been in contact, if you've been transmitting data and whatnot to and from.
I'm afraid not since I first founded the Knights.
Oh, damn.
Good to know. Just out of curiosity, because that might be something we want to look into, potentially copying information, the information from the Knights Temple, and downloading it onto a computer or something on the Knights ship, just in case. Could be useful.
At the very least, for cross-referencing their data. Nothing else.
Yep. Also, one last question about their ship, in case you might know.
Mm.
Do they have anything like space bridge technology?
I think so. Above table, I think they would have that. Yeah.
You would not be aware because the last time you were on that ship, it did not. That technology did not exist yet.
Okay. Last I was there, the technology didn't exist, but perhaps they've built it in since. It's been several millennia.
Fair enough.
After all.
Yeah, I guess yeah, because I guess if the last time you were there was before you made it to Cybertron around the end of the war with the Quintessons, yeah, when it technically have existed yet, because me and Nautica hadn't built it yet. Fair enough. Oh, if it needs to, I can always just build one onto the ship if they need it. Would be useful to have one.
That would be much appreciated, Nexus. Thank you.
Of course. Now then, I should probably be heading to Triptychon Station. I've got a few ideas to work on, and I'm probably gonna need both the resources and potentially Shockwave's aid with a couple of them.
Then I will see to gathering information from our archives.
Have fun.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So I will fly on
And-
over to Crypticon.
I will
And what-
drive away to my lab.
And I'll turn around. And what have you, Cloud9? Do you have plans?
I mean, I don't exactly have any plans or obligations, so no.
Would you like to join me?
What you doing?
Currently, I'm going to be gathering what information we can from our database in preparation for my long-due reunion with my brethren.
That'd be nice, actually.
Then come transform. I don't know if you want to climb onto his back or follow it, but he's gonna take off.
I'm just gonna climb onto.
Oh, you guys can move your tokens? Damn.
Can you not?
Yeah.
It says game paused for me.
Oh, you're
Oh.
lagged the fuck out.
Wow.
You need to like
Yeah, reload.
dude.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Uno momento.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take off towards the temple then once Cloud9
Alrighty.
is comfortably situated.
Yeah. All right. So once Jack is reloaded in, we will do a quick we'll follow him real quick.
Oh no.
Boy, we love tech.
I mean, I do
issues.
plan to upgrade my boy. Make him better.
Yep.
Alright, I'm in.
Right on, right on. Alrighty, so back to Iacon for now.
Run away.
Back to your lab. So you return to your lab, and Steve is reading through archived data.
Hello, Steve. How you doing?
Hello, Loose Fires. I am okay.
Good to know. What are you reading on?
I'm simply reading up on the history of Cybertron. At least what is accessible currently.
Fair enough. So, I got a proposition. Want to go to space and explore other planets?
Yes, it would be a excellent learning opportunity for me, I imagine.
Cool. I do have an upgrade to your armor, so if you could, please lay down on the operating table and I'll make you better.
Very well then. And he will get up on the table and lay down.
I will put him into a small sleep and begin upgrading him.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll technology. I'm gonna give you a downshift of 1 because you're still new to working on this particular technology.
I want my boy to be the best there is. I will spend energy on this.
Alrighty.
I got a D12 normally, right? With a
Yeah.
downshift, it becomes a D10. So, in total for auto crit, I will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energon.
Yep.
I am auto critting.
Yep. Okay. So, what is the armor?
I'll give him heavy armor. What's the best heavy armor in the game, actually?
Technically Titan frame.
Yeah, Titan frame. Yeah, I'll give him Titan frame.
Alright. So Titan frame gives him a +4 to toughness, but a -2 to evasion.
He'll be a tough boy. Do I want to upgrade his weaponry?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus
yes.
Christ.
The answer is yes.
Of course.
I am making my T800 right here, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, what weapon do you want to build him? You are going to have to roll for this again.
Let's see. What is his preferred choice of weapon was before I
He
reincarnated?
currently has launchers. Plasma launcher, rocket launcher.
So his best weapon is targeting then.
Yes, he is a ranged combatant.
I will make him a fusion cannon.
Oh, lovely.
With deadly and electrical upgrade on that bitch.
Alright, let me go ahead and drop that on his sheet.
Let
So
me roll
electric and
for a
deadly.
second.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll first. But I'm getting it ready.
Mm-hmm. Ammo feeder as well, so he doesn't have to reload ever.
Of course. Yeah, that's gonna be a really high DC.
Yeah, what's the
Yeah, because
DC?
the fusion cannon is a restricted weapon because
Yep,
we're
so that's
using
already
your
that's
homebrew
already a
version.
15. Yep.
Yep.
Well,
It
no,
would
I'm
have to be
using the fusion. The fusion cannon itself is the fusion gun, but it's still
Ah, okay.
restricted.
Yeah, from
Uh,
the Decepticon directive.
Electric boulder is restricted, so it's basically going to be a DC 30 with all the upgrades you're adding to it.
Another 5 John.
Oh, Christ.
Crit.
Alrighty. So electro bolter, so you're putting what upgrades on it?
Deadly and ammo feeder.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Alrighty. He is
Dun,
upgraded.
dun, 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 dun.
Exactly. I will wake him up. Alright, you're up. How you feeling, Steve?
I am feeling well.
Good, good. Let's go. Actually, I don't think the ship has arrived yet, so we could chill in the lab for now and talk if you want.
Very well.
If you got any questions, would love to answer.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Damn it. There's a really funny one I found.
Is it the one where the Terminator hits a lady on the helmet?
Oh no, it was this.
Ah,
I don't believe I have any current questions. Oh, right. I did have one.
Oh, what's the question?
How long ago were you created?
At the beginning of Golden Age.
I see. Interesting.
I witnessed everyone I loved and cared for it slaughtered before my very eyes and then subjected to a slavery. He
I
says
am
that with a smile.
sorry to hear that. Why do you smile at it?
To hide the pain that I am constantly in.
Interesting.
The jokes, the attitude is to mask the everlasting pain that I am constantly in.
I suppose I can understand that.
Well,
Yes.
anyway, let's not bring down the mood with me.
Right, of course.
Right. I could tell you about the primes, though. I knew some of them.
Oh, what are primes? I haven't gotten that far in my reading.
Oh, you're in for a good time. And I begin to tell them what the primes are and which one of them are responsible for and stuff.
He listens very intently.
At the end of it all, Loose Wires will ask which prime is his favorite.
I see. I understand why you asked that question, but I think it is too soon for me to truly answer it properly.
Fair enough. I could get you some logs on more details on primes as well.
I will search for them myself, but thank you. Before we leave, of course. I might take other logs from the archive as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Say you're from me and they'll give you access. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Loose Wires.
No problem.
Alrighty, and is that all you wish to do with Steve for now?
Yeah, I will chill with Steve in the lab, talking with my boy.
Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. Back at the... Oh, wrong map. Back at the Knight's Temple.
Mhm.
Oh, what did I just do? Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. That's why. Alright. With Cloud9 and Hades.
Mhm.
You're back to retrieve archive data, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty. I will have you guys roll either technology or culture.
Alright. Because... Oh, sorry,
You
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're
All good,
Just
man.
making sure you're okay.
But yes, Utopia.
Oh, because I remember there was a couple of my perks that got changed, seeing what changed.
Oh yeah.
Likewise, okay, when you land ally assistance, they get edge upshift, and when they and you assistance benefit. Is that ally connections? Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, the allied connections. You get contact.
Yeah.
You gain an
Good.
upshift to skill test when interacting with anyone that can be considered a contact for you.
Because I remember there was one that used to give me a specialization, but no longer does.
Yes. I believe that was. That perk.
Okay. Cool. If it's just culture, roll. Unless you want to give me assistance, Anno.
So, unfortunately, I don't have a single point in either tech or culture.
Oh, okay. I'll just whatever one you want to do, but if culture, I can do assistance if you want.
Should we both just roll and hope for the best?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not a high DC. You guys are just retrieving information.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not like they're restricted from access to the information.
I got a 6.
19.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
You do successfully manage to gather a fair amount of the data from the archives. It is at this point, Hades, that you are being hailed on your private comm channel.
He'll answer.
Hades, brother.
Poseidon. I was wondering when you would get back.
Yes, I managed to gain access to a quick and easy way back to Cybertron. Was honestly surprised it was as easy as it was. I will be arriving very shortly. Please, have the other knights prepare for my arrival.
I will.
Thank you. I will see you shortly, brother.
Above table. What was the knight's?
Ship?
Is it?
The
No.
knights have a-
Poseidon, I
oh,
think.
Pos-
he called it.
Their motto.
Semper Fi.
Oh, Sigles Natunde.
Yeah, they basically say that and then they hang up.
Right on.
Alright. So yeah, he's going to alert the other knights over by personal comms, or would it be quicker? Personal comms or just speaker? Basically,
Probably speaker.
yeah.
Alrighty, as you alert...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
He's basically saying something along the lines of, what would be a code? But basically, this is an alert from Hades. Be prepared. We'll be having a guest shortly. My brother Poseidon will soon be among us, along with the rest of my kin. I will need you all to prepare.
Alright, and alerts start going off as the Knight's Temple begins to transform slightly.
Yeah.
Preparing a landing bay for the ship. Takes about 5 minutes-ish, maybe a little longer, for the transformation for the bay to fully transform out. And all the knights, or at least the knight leaders, gather in preparation for the arrival.
Yep.
So, we finally get to meet the other original knights. Exciting.
Yeah. It's been a very long time. One can only imagine what's changed
I can.
in their time away.
I'm sure. Thanks, Jack, for the fun fact.
Jack.
I'm not even making that number up. 156.
Oh no, I know.
Yep.
I'm very
The
aware.
bastard was even more horny than Zeus.
Yep. All right. So,
Actually, I'm pretty sure Zeus had more.
Still had
no,
war.
no. Zeus had 98 kids. Poseidon just 156.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sorry, dear viewers.
you're all good. So, while you all are waiting for the night ship to arrive, and I assume still gathering some information, we will head over to Triptychon Station. Nexus, you're going there to speak to Shockwave, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty. Shockwave can be found in the usual spot.
Cloud9, what are you doing there?
Oh, right. His token's still there. I forgot about that.
He teleported around, man. He's gaining more power.
It's the new drugs that I made.
They allow you to the power of instant transmission.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Yes.
Ah, Nexus. It is good to see you have returned safely.
Yep. So it's been decided that me and the others, along with Alpha Trion, are going to be setting off world soon. We
I
got an
see.
additional star map from where we went, the birthplace of the Predacons. There are some points that overlap with the map we got from Sentinel's office as well.
I see. Interesting.
Yep. It seems like everything's pointing to the stars and the Proudstar. So, we're... Luckily, Hades was able to get into contact with one of her brothers off-world and arrange for a ship to come. So luckily we have that covered already. But in the meantime, I was thinking of making a few preparations.
Like what?
For instance, better communication.
That would be logical, yes. Best to keep in contact with Cybertron no matter how far you go.
Yep. Also, considering who some of our enemies are, having a more secure, much harder to hack into form of communication would also be beneficial.
Yes, of course.
I was wondering if you could help me with that. I don't know how much time we have, but I don't imagine we have a whole lot of time. It's probably especially since it seems like it might be a bit of a race against time situation. That's just what my spark's telling me, though.
Of course. I would have always helped you on something like this. An important project. Must have the brightest minds working on it.
Indeed. So... we will, should I roll something?
Yes. Both of you will roll technology. Excuse me.
Right. Because you already know what the idea for the communication stuff is.
Yeah. Nice.
Just 3. I'll use... Actually, I will use 2 energon points to auto-crit.
Yeah, of course. Alrighty.
Because I get an automatic upshift of 3. And I have a D10 in technology.
Do you have automatic option?
some
Oh,
of his
engineer
perks.
focus.
Yeah, and
Uh,
engineer.
Part of it is engineer. Actually, I gain an but most of it is just my perks are gross.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, considering the fact that I sort of seen what your characters can do, that checks out.
Alrighty, yeah.
That was not a jab. I'm genuinely impressed.
Yeah. That between your auto success and his 18, you both successfully managed to come up with the basis for a new communication network. It's not fully up and operational yet, obviously, but all that really needs to be done is basically build multiple towers in specific key points within the United Cybertron Front's territory, and that'll basically have it up and running. Shockwave can easily do that on his own.
Yep.
Or with the help of the other Cybertronians still there.
Yep. And I can
W
easily
Shockwave.
work on devices on my end to send the signals.
Yep. Well, it would seem that this project is once more a success, as the others have been.
Indeed. Appreciate the help as always.
Yes, it has been very good to work with you once more.
Indeed.
You best be off now. I'm sure the ship is coming soon.
Yeah, I've got one more stop to make, though.
Oh, and where is that?
I'm gonna try and get in contact with Honeybee.
I see. Good luck with that.
Yep. And I'm going to head off, and while I do, I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to take a copy of the map I scanned that we got from the temple, the star map we just got, and the map we got from Sentinels, and I'm going to effectively overlay them
Alrighty.
to kind of create a more complete star map with overlaying points and whatnot. See
Alrighty.
where the
It's easy
and
enough.
kind of get in that.
It's easy enough to do. They line up pretty easily. Sentinel's map only leads to one place on the star map, but it's enough to give you a better idea.
Yep. And then I'm going to contact Honeybee using the line she gave me.
Alrighty. You get in contact with Honeybee. Hello.
Hey, Honeybee. I was wondering if we could have a little chat.
Oh,
There's
Nexus. Hello. Yes.
Hey.
I'm down to chat, depending on what the topic of conversation is, of course.
Just some general information. Me and the others are gonna be heading off world soon, and I want to get a decent idea of what we might have to deal with out there, and considering the whole Starseeker situation, I figured you'd probably be the best place to get some up-to-date information on that.
Alright, well, what are you looking for?
For one, some general information about the Starseekers and some of the areas they may tend to operate out of. If we can try and avoid them, I'd appreciate that.
Okay, yeah. I will send that information over as soon as possible. I
Yep.
just have to compile it into a file first.
Appreciate that. Also, I'm gonna send you a star map. I want you to tell me if any of the coordinates stand out or seem to mean anything in particular to you. Again, I haven't left Cybertron in quite some time, so some of these coordinates might mean more to you than they do me.
Yes, sure. Send that right
So
over.
I'll send her a copy of the combined star map I just made.
Alright. She takes a moment to think in silence as she looks it over, and she responds to you. Well, aside from the fact that I spot a couple of the Cybertronian colonies on this map, of the 5 locations on the actual chartered map, wherever your destination is, good luck with that. One of them,
Yep.
the second destination, seems to be a Quintesson colony. So I'd be careful about that one.
Good to know. Good to know.
Is that all?
For now, yeah.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Of course. Oh, and
Just figured you the most recent Starfarer I have access to, so
Yes, of
figured I'd
course.
cover as much of our basis as possible.
right. Oh, and Magnetar wishes you all luck, and so do I.
Thanks.
I know y'all can make it.
Thanks, Magnetar.
Aw, he believes in us.
Well,
Of course I do.
well, I guess I will be seeing you around then.
Indeed. And I will go meet up with the others at the Knight's Temple, because I kind of figure that's sort of become our gathering place, so I
Pretty
just kind of
much.
assume.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Alright, so Loose Wires, do you also meet up with them at this point? Ooh.
Yes, I will take Steve there.
Alrighty, let me put tokens out. Go ahead and grab Steve. To which, aside from the party, all the other knights are not fully aware of what you have done. They all point their weapons at him.
Oh,
And he-
wait.
Stand down.
He like
Be a
holds his
friend.
hands up in surrender.
No. He a friend. Calm down.
He's been reprogrammed.
Yeah, I gave him sentience.
What have you done?
Gave him sentience.
Wing Saber walks over to him and is like, walks over to Steve and gives him an up and down, and then looks to Loose Wires and is like, "You're more insane than I thought you were."
Of course I am. Never denied it.
Don't worry. We'll keep an eye on things.
Mhm.
And whenever we inevitably have to deal with the fallout, we'll figure out how to deal with it ourselves.
Yeah.
So, you all meet up at the gathering place waiting for the ship to arrive. And suddenly you hear the sounds of a whirring sound. Something almost like it's powering up, but it's coming from thin air. And suddenly, teleporting in is the Knights Temenus, a massive ship.
Well, that's a neat ability.
And it lands on the platform, which of course I don't have a map for because finding one is impossible.
I mean, it's a hard thing to find, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Walking out of the one of the bay doors is Poseidon, brother to Hades. Hades, brother, it is good to finally see you after so long.
Yes, it is. I assume so. Is he walks up, right?
Yep.
Try to think. You know that one meme with like the two muscly guys meeting hands?
Oh yeah,
From
They-
the
they-
Predator.
from Predator, yeah.
Yeah, from Predator. Yeah, they essentially
Yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Except Poseidon kind of brings you into a hug with that.
Yeah.
Dab me up, bro.
And I suppose these are your new
Trying to see
allies.
Yeah.
No.
Hello all.
These he'll motion towards the knights. See, we call them his disciples.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what they
these are my disciple, the Knights of Cybertron.
Ah, yes. Go ahead.
Well, would you like to introduce yourself to my brother? This, everyone, is Poseidon.
He big.
The knights
to
will
meet
introduce
you.
themselves first, just to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And then the
Not
party,
me.
go ahead.
And these are my
Names.
companions.
Name's Nexus.
Hello, Nexus.
Pleasure to meet you.
You as well. Cloud9, what are you doing right now, just out of curiosity?
I basically put a web on the ship. And I'm basically bungeeing from it.
You know what? Fair enough.
It
It
is.
is even,
Are you doing
even
it
landed.
Fully or no?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is landed on the ground, but it's still a good,
Very big.
very big. So the
Yeah,
landing
true.
gear keeps it pretty high off of the ground, so he's able to bungee off of it, but safely.
Yeah.
Fair.
And who is your interesting spider friend? Mind you, none of you except for Cloud9 knows what a spider is.
What is a spider?
What your
I'm a
friend is
spider.
there.
Ah, so that's what
Oh.
his
Wait,
alt
would
mode
I
is.
also not know what a spider is?
Correct, you would not know.
Weird. Okay.
Well, I
Spider?
mean, there may not have been spiders anywhere in the universe
Yeah,
when you were
this is true.
last off planet.
Yeah, so spiders, is that what they are?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see one here on Cybertron.
Oh, it's a Predacon. New Age Predacon. It was cloned from Predacon DNA. His name's Cloud9.
Mad science, I
Hello.
see.
Hey, chill.
I mean, sort of mad science, but the scientist who made him is actually fairly far from mad.
So you
Okay.
say.
Speaking of mad science, he'll slowly turn around and look at those wires.
Hello, I'm Loose Wires, the mad scientist.
Honestly, you know, as insane and foolish as a thing as he did, I feel like it's more accurate to call me a mad scientist than it is him. I've created some batshit insane things.
I mean, you were older than me, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah, nah.
I suppose
fuck.
that is true.
Hades, brother, it just seems you've found some very interesting company to keep.
That is
Oh, yeah, no,
indeed true.
we're some of the most colorful
had a-
individuals one could find on this planet.
I had to make up in your absence somehow.
I suppose so. Akalon has missed you.
How are they doing? Fine.
The others are doing alright. We have managed to get by on a new world. Far from the Quintessons and her grasp.
Really?
Yes.
Hey,
Well done.
I have the coordinates to the planet that Cloud9's DNA came from, right?
Not
Or
that you would
CNA
know
came.
of.
I wasn't sure if I had because I remember I had those files and stuff. I wasn't sure if I had the coordinates as well.
Nope, the coordinates were not in the files.
No.
Okay.
God.
Your home world, or the place you've called home, is it like a Predacon colony type place?
It is more than just that, but yes, to put it simply, it is a colony that we started.
Ooh,
Are there
how
other
big is it?
Are there other Predacons like Cloud9 there who have more organic-esque alt modes like Cloud9 there?
There are Predacons of all sorts there, between species like myself and Hades, and those like Cloud9, and many, many more. A mixture of organic and techno-organic, and even just regular techno-bionic.
Cool. I take it you haven't had any contact with regular Cybertronians like us, have you?
No, not that I can recall.
Okay. So that's curious.
What is?
Nothing to be worried about. Oh, it's just I think that's where some of the CNA used to create Cloud9 came from. I don't think
see.
it's anything to be worried about, it's just there are certain questions that arise and certain possibilities and whatnot. An old friend has his secrets, and I respect that he has them. Yeah, the one who made Cloud9 seems to know more than he should be able to know, but he also is trustworthy far as I'm concerned. So, I'm
I
sure
see.
he'll reveal those truths in time.
That sounds like
Be the
our
first thought.
eldest brethren, Pendragon. He can be a bit cryptic at times and reveals truths only when he truly feels is necessary.
Is Alpha Tri out there?
Not
It's
yet.
always been one of his most infuriating traits.
Yeah.
But then
Hey,
again, I suppose
that
I was
oddly
not much
fits
better
a bot we
during our
also-
time.
No, that sounds exactly like Alpha Trion.
Who?
Yeah, that oddly fits him very well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who is this Alpha
Too
Trion?
well, actually.
Oh, he's one of our gods. His
Prime.
brothers, I think, technically made you guys, like the Predacons.
Well, that's
Like,
a lot to take in.
Oh yeah, no, they also made us. So yeah.
Huh.
By technicality,
yeah.
we speak with gods every singular day, yeah.
Yeah, I was raised by 12 of them, technically.
Old.
Interesting.
Yes, I am. Yep. Yeah, he's Alpha Trion plans on coming with us, so you can ask him all about that, but I do warn you, he will be dodgy about a lot.
I see.
Most
Yeah.
of the things, actually, I think.
Yeah, he's very cryptic, and he likes... Sometimes he's cryptic just to screw with me, but sometimes but most of the time he's just genuinely cryptic for one reason or another.
I see.
Usually I imagine they're good reasons that we just aren't privy to. Pretty sure he can see the future.
Whatever do you mean, Nexus?
You and I both know that you can.
I have
I
no
don't
idea
know
what
how
you're
you
talking
do it.
about. Ah,
Time
so
magic?
this is the ship that we'll be taking. Glorious ship that it is.
Yeah, real impressive. I do have a question. That teleporting thing, what was that about? I've never seen teleportation quite like that on a ship before.
I am not the science one, so I will not be explaining it.
Okay. I'll ask the science one then when we get on.
Yes. Well then. I imagine you all wish to be going then.
Yes, very much so. The sooner we get on with it, the better.
Very well then.
Yeah, probably. Luckily, I managed
but-
to pack
Oh.
a while ago.
Above table, who was the sciencey of the 12?
I need to remember their name. I have the NPC things here, so give me a second to just remember.
Alright.
It was... It was Aether. That's right, it was Aether.
Aether. So, but yeah, you'll have to put me in contact with Aether soon. I have information to give them as from our databases here on Cybertron.
Ah, excellent. That'll be much useful then. We can
Yes.
update our own databases back at the colony world.
I do hope we might see it soon. I'd love to see what work you've done in my absence.
Yes, much has happened.
That he'll start stepping forward.
Yep, Nexus will
I-
kind of...
Okay.
Oh,
He'll
sorry,
turn
you
to
finish.
the. Oh yeah, he'll turn to the knights. I leave the care of Cybertron to you.
They all...
I trust. I trust you all will make me proud.
They all give you a knight's bow as they watch you all depart onto the ship.
Yep. And I kind of turn to them and say, see you guys around. Hopefully the next time we meet, I'll have Seraphicus with me too.
Good luck, brother.
Thanks.
Stay safe.
You
We
as
believe
well.
in you, don't die.
Why aren't you going with them, loose wires?
I am. That was directed at you, Knights.
You are a strange one, as always.
Yep.
Steve just looks at loose wires and the others curiously, like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
And then he climbs
Don't worry
aboard
about it,
the
my boy.
ship. Nexus, roll
Take
me
care.
alertness real quick.
Oh, work.
Okay. I will. I have plenty of energon. I'll spend. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck it. I'll spend 5 to upshift that from a D2 to a D12. I have the energon to spare.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh, wait, actually, instead of that, I'm going to use Thesis.
Oh, fuck.
So I can roll Science instead.
Finally,
And I'm
somebody's
going
made
to
use of
use-
Thesis.
Yep. And I am going to... I'm gonna use 6 energon points instead of 5 to auto-crit.
Alrighty.
Because I can. Because I have a gross amount of energon.
Yeah.
So you auto crit.
Yep.
You notice something on Alpha Trion's back. It looks like an old ass device that you made that you haven't seen need of use for a while. A subspace pocket holder. You could only imagine what the hell he decided to pack. That would require a subspace pocket holder.
Probably the
Oh, I
forge.
hold a lot more than just the forge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you all climb aboard, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let me go ahead and... I'm still... I have to make a map for the actual interior of the ship, so I don't have that ready yet. But
That's fair.
Oh, good. Don't worry.
you all... For now, we will just stick to using this map.
Where'd Hades go then?
Oh, okay. I thought you were transferring map. That's why I told it.
Oh, no. Yeah, all good. We will just use this map for now. You climb aboard, and... You see aboard Hades, as you are walking to the main command deck. You see some of your old friends. Gyrosian, Aether, your other brother Zeus, and... Where is it? Kador. Why did the token not... There we go. Took a moment to load for me. All waiting there for you. Hades, it is good to see you, brother.
This is a homecoming that has been far too long in the making.
Indeed. Welcome home, old friend. And they all kind of gather around you and welcome you back. Even
Yeah.
Gyrosian, who's still his grumpy usual self. Alrighty. Alphatron walks up and is just kind of like astonished by all the Predacons. Steve, astonished by literally everything.
Oh, my baby.
And that is where we will end the session tonight.
Hey.
Yay!
Thank you all for
Yay.
joining me.